this is Tanya. Welcome to Tanya Tina's Maths. I would be teaching CBSE Class 10 Maths, and this is my sister Tina Lopez. I teach 8th Maths. Alright, now let's jump into the video. Today we are going to be learning Chapter 6, Triangles, Exercise 6.3, 14th question. Alright, now let's read the question. Sides AB and AC and median AD of a triangle ABC, so this is a triangle ABC, are respectively proportional to sides PQ and PR and median PM of another triangle PQR. Show that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So this is the question. So in this question we are supposed to draw the figure. Okay. So there are two triangles, that is triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Okay. So first of all, since you guys know, I used to draw the triangles, I mean the figures at first. Am I right? So likewise I am going to be drawing the figures at first. Then only it will be easy to understand rest of the question. Okay. So now let us draw two triangles, that is triangle ABC. So first let me draw triangle ABC. Okay. So this is the first triangle, that is a triangle ABC. Okay, so this is a triangle AB and C, and another one triangle. Okay, so this is that another triangle. So that is triangle PQR. PQR. Okay, so this is that another triangle. Alright guys, so now we do two triangles, that is triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Okay. Okay, so now in these two triangles, no, sides AB and AC and median AD of a triangle ABC. So here they mention median, right? So median means a line which is passing inside the triangle. Okay, so we are supposed to draw a triangle AD, I mean median AD in the triangle ABC. Okay, so we are supposed to draw median right now. Okay, so here if I draw a line in the middle, this is known as median. Okay, so what is the name of the median? AD. So already we have A, then I am supposed to write D right over here. Okay, so this is the median AD. Okay, so this is the median AD of triangle ABC. It is respectively proportional to sides. So here they mention proportional. So this proportional word is really important. Am I right? I already told you guys it is really important. Then only we can just abstract the values from this single word, that is proportional. Okay. Okay guys. So now PQ and PR, these two PQ and PR are the sides of triangle PQR. So here we have PQ and PR. They both are sides. Am I right? That is what you are saying. Okay. And then median PM. Did they mention median PM? Yeah, of course they mentioned median PM. So that means in this triangle also I am supposed to draw a median. So here, okay, I am supposed to draw a median, that is PM. So already I have P, that means here it will be M. Okay, so this is the median PM. Okay guys, so this is the information about the figure. Okay, so now what we are supposed to show, we are supposed to show that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. How? How means, for example, first of all, now let us understand these two triangles. So since we have a median right over here, then I can say this angle is equal to this angle. Why? Because median means dividing the whole triangle into two equal parts. Am I right? That is the meaning of median. So so since it is a median, so since we have a median right over here, this angle is equal to this angle, and this side is also equal to this side because of the median. So BD is equal to DC. Why? Because just because we have a median, I can say BD is equal to DC. And in this same triangle also, this angle is equal to this angle. Why? Because we have a median, right? Because of the median, it is dividing into two equal parts. And here this side is equal to this side. That means QM is equal to MR. Okay guys, so now I just told you guys this angle is equal to this angle. So instead of calling it this angle, that angle, now let us name this angle. So I am going to be naming it 1, and here it is 2, and here let me just name it as 3, and here I am going to be naming 4. Okay guys, so now I can say, our angles have a name, am I right? So we can just say angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Okay, so now we got few informations. Now we have an idea of what is the meaning of median and what is the purpose of having a median. Okay, just because of the median only we can say like this, am I right? Okay, so now I am going to be writing given. What is given in the question? So let me write given. So you guys might be wondering, in the rest of the questions, I mean in exercise 6.2 and exercise 6.3, first question to the previous one, that is 13 question. So for these questions, I didn't just write given values or what are we supposed to prove or what are we supposed to do, am I right? So if you want to show something, if you want to prove something, we need proof, right? Likewise, we used to write given value, what are we supposed to prove, and we used to write proof. But here when you just see, if only for this question I wrote given value, what are we supposed to prove, I am going to be writing those things. Why didn't I write in the previous questions, that is from question number 1 to 13? So why? Because it is really important to write. Okay, so it will be much more better if you write it. Okay, so if someone is correcting your paper, okay, so whoever is correcting your paper, in case if you don't know answer for a particular question, so most probably in chapter 6, that is triangles, and chapter 10, that is circles, in these two lessons only we used to write given value, what are we supposed to prove, and proof and all. Okay, so in case if you face a difficulty in these two chapters, okay, so in exam suddenly you have a question from triangle as well as from circle, okay, but you don't know how to solve it. Okay, so what we are supposed to do is, you are supposed to write the given value, what are we supposed to prove, and what and the proof and all. Okay, so if you just write those things, they might give 1 mark. Okay, if you write the given value, what are we supposed to prove and all, if you write it properly, then you will get at least half mark. Okay, so please do write that. Okay, so it is really a benefit for us. In case of getting 0, we'll get at least half or 1 mark for that particular question. Okay, so if in case you don't know what are we supposed to how to solve it, if you don't know how to do the proof, just try the given value and what are we supposed to prove. So I am just saying these for the average students, not average ones who are not able to understand it properly. Okay, so in case if you are an average student, or in case if you are a topper student, you are supposed to write the whole thing. Okay, so whoever is not able to score a mark in this particular 2 chapters, so instead of writing nothing, you can just write it, that is given value, what are we supposed to prove. Okay, so I am just saying this because if you guys don't know what to write, how, if you guys are thinking to leave that question, then please don't leave that question. If you guys don't know, you are supposed to write at least the given value or what are we supposed to prove. For nothing it is better, right? Okay, so for nothing it is better to write given value, what are we supposed to prove. So if the whoever is correcting a paper, if they show pity on you, they might give 1 mark, otherwise half mark. Okay, alright guys, so now okay, I just wrote the given value. So don't just think that even the people who knew the answer, this might be the answer. If you are just predicting it that this might be the answer, please write that answer. Okay, you are not wrong. So if you are thinking that particular thing it is a correct one, if you are just guessing it is the correct answer for that particular question, please do write that. Okay, why? Because you are not wrong. some guys, what they used to think, no, if they are just if you have a question and if you know what is the answer but you are not sure whether that is the answer, so you can just write what is going on your mind. Okay, I mean which answer, I mean what are the things that is recalling in your mind, no, you can just write it. Okay, no worries at all. Okay, why? Because sometimes, no, what we used to think in our mind, that means which answer we are just thinking in our mind, no, that might be the answer for that particular question. Okay, so sometimes if you just meet certain circumstances like this, please guys, please write the given values, what are we supposed to prove, and in case if you don't know the proof, so write something. Okay, you are supposed to write at least what you know. Okay, so if you just write what you know, no, that is enough. Okay, sometimes it might be correct, who knows, right? Okay, so now let us write the given value. Now let us come back to our question. Okay, so what is given in the question? So according to the question, they mentioned AB and AC and median AD of particular triangle ABC is respectively proportional to sides PQ, PR and PM, median PM. So these two triangles are proportional. Proportional means you are supposed to write AB by PQ. So here first they mention AB, second they mention AC, and third they mention AD. So for that another triangle they mentioned PQ at first and PR at first and PM at first. Then I can write AB by PQ. Why? Because AB is proportional to PQ. So I can write AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR. So where is AC? So AC by PR, these both are proportional, is equal to, and median AD is proportional to PM, then AD by PM. Okay, so if they say something is proportional, please write it like this. Okay, that is the meaning of proportional. Okay, so now this is given in the question. So what are we supposed to prove? So what are we supposed to prove? So you are supposed to prove that triangle, so write this as it is. Okay, so triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Okay, so guys, I would like to say that please concentrate on this question, particular question 14, because that is 14th question. Why? Because in this question is really important. Okay, so you're gonna get some new ideas. Okay, so you're gonna get new ideas from this particular question 14. Okay, though it might be lengthy, no, don't just skip it. Okay, why? Because if you just understand this question properly, then no worries at all, you can just solve any questions from this particular lesson. Okay, why? Because you might face like this type of question in exam. Okay, so please understand it. Okay, why? Because this question, no, it is somewhat different from rest of the questions. Okay, and it is also an important one. If you don't just understand, don't worry, watch the video again. Okay, so if though it is lengthy, no, please watch the video again. So most of the people, know, if they watch the video at once without any distraction, if they watch that video properly, then you will be able to understand. If your concentration is somewhere else, no, then you won't be able to understand. Okay, so please guys, please understand this one. Okay, this is really important one, please concentrate here. Okay, I'm just saying this. Why? Because I know that this question is really important. Okay, I had seen like this type of questions, and I had seen like these type of concepts what we are writing. Right now I am solving the question, right? So in that, no, if you don't face like this type of question in exam, sometimes the answer might be useful. Okay, this question's answer might be useful for another one question. Okay, so when you just solve question only, then only you will be able to get some ideas for about this question and this chapter, that is triangles. Okay, so please try to understand this. Okay, so now what are we supposed to prove? So we are supposed to prove that angle ABC is similar to angle PQR. Okay, so where is angle ABC? Angle ABC, angle PQR. Okay, so these are the two triangles. So what are the informations given according to the question? So these are the information. So while proving it is similar, I can use these informations. Am I right? So for using this information, while using these informations, we are supposed to write the criterion as well, of course. So how many types of criterions are there? So there are 4 types of criterions, that is angle, 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 otherwise angle, angle, and yes, 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 say yes. Okay, so these are the 4 types of criterions. So wait. Okay, so these are the 4 types of criterions. So according to the question, they just mentioned the information about sites. These are the sites, am I right? So they just mentioned the information about the sites. So we don't have a single information about angle, am I right? So I'm sure that I won't be using these 2 criterions. So I'm sure that I'm going to be using SSS or SAS. So since they had already mentioned side informations, it is really hard to find one more side, am I right? So I'm not going to be using this as well. How am I able to say that I won't be able to find one more side? Why? Because when you just, if you want to use this SSS, if you want to solve it, you can just try it by yourself. It will be really hard, guys, believe me, it is really hard to find one more side. In most of the questions, it is really hard to find a side, but it is really easy to find one angle. Okay, so I'm going to be using SAS. Okay, most of the sums we used SAS, right? Why? Because most of the questions they might have mentioned 2 sides value. So here they mentioned sides value, and they didn't just give any information about angle, am I right? We are supposed to find one more angle. Okay, now let us go and find that angle. Okay, so before finding it, I would like to say, here angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Of course you guys know. Here angle 3 is equal to angle 4. That is for that particular triangle. In this triangle ABC, in this particular triangle, in this single triangle, this angle is equal to this angle. That is angle 1 is equal to angle 2. And for this particular triangle PQR, angle 3 is equal to angle 4. But what are we supposed to prove? We are supposed to prove angle ABC is similar to angle PQR. I mean the whole triangle, both the triangles. We are supposed to prove it is similar together. Okay, if you want to prove it together, then if I say angle 1, if I say angle 1 is equal to angle 3, then if I say angle 2 is equal to angle 4, then I will be able to prove it is similar. Am I right? Why? Because we need one angle, right? We are going to be using SAS criterion. For that we have sides information, but we don't have a single angle. So in case if I say angle 1 is equal to angle 3 and angle 2 is equal to angle 4, then I will be able to prove it is similar, am I right? But we can't just write directly like that, am I right? So this one I am just assuming in case. So I am using the word in case. Okay, so in case if I say angle 1 is equal to angle 3, otherwise angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, in these two both, no, we are supposed to prove something, at least one. In case if I say you can just prove that angle 1 is equal to angle 3, otherwise angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, so in case if I just write it like this, then I will be able to prove it is similar. Why? Because it is an angle. Now I have 2 sides information and 1 angle information, but the twist here it is, we can't just write directly like that. Okay, I can't just take directly that in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR, and then angle 2 is equal to angle 4. I can't just use it directly. So we are supposed to show a proof that angle 1 is equal to angle 3, angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Why? Because I assumed it. Am I right? So since I assumed like that, I am supposed to show that angle 1 is equal to angle 3, otherwise angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, I am supposed to show the proof. Okay, so in case, so just because I want a proof, I am going to be doing construction. Okay, then only will be able to show that angle 1 is equal to angle 3, otherwise angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, so now I am going to be doing construction. Okay, so if you don't just understand till here, no worries at all. Okay, don't worry. Why? Because I would like to say in short. Okay, so now according to the question, we are supposed to prove these both triangles, that is ABC and PQ, are similar. Okay, for proving it is similar, no, I am sure that I am going to be using SAS criterion. For using SAS, no, we have side information, but we don't have angle information. Am I right? So the only angles here we have is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. So since we are supposed to prove it is similar for both the triangles, so in case if I say angle 1 is equal to angle 3, angle 2 is equal to angle 4, then I will be able to prove it is similar. For showing angle 1 is equal to angle 3, otherwise angle 2 is equal to angle 4, for showing that I want a proof, then only I can just use it for proving it is similar. Okay, so for that I am going to be doing construction, just because to get these values. Okay, I can't just write that randomly like that. Am I right? So I am going to be doing construction right now. Okay, so I just drew the triangle as it is right over here. So it is the same figure. Okay, so don't need to worry, it is the same figure. Okay, so now since you guys can see A, B, C and P, Q, R, so I am supposed to show that angle 1 is equal to angle 3, otherwise I am supposed to show that angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, any one. Okay, we are supposed to show either angle 1 is equal to angle 3, otherwise angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So now I am going to be showing that angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, why? Because it will be easy to do. Okay, okay, so for showing angle 2 is equal to angle 4, I am going to be doing construction. So which type of construction? So now I am going to be drawing a line right over here. Okay, so I am going to be joining this line like this. Okay, so in this triangle also I am going to be doing the same thing. I am going to extend this median. So this is a median, right? So I am going to extend it. Okay, and I am going to join it. Okay. Okay, now why did I do this? Why did I do this? Why? Because I am going to prove angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Why am I going to prove angle 2 is equal to angle 4? Why? Because we are going to be solving it in this, for proving it is similar. Am I right? For proving this is similar, we need to one angle. Am I right? Since we need one angle, I am supposed to prove angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So angle 2 is here, angle 4 is here. I should prove it is equal. Okay, so since I am supposed to prove it is equal, I drew a line right over here and I joined it. Here also I just extended the line and I just joined it. Okay, so what is the purpose of doing this? So here, since you guys can see, this is the median, right? That is the median AD. So I didn't just mention it, I guess. So this is the median AD and this is the median PM. Am I right? So this is a median. So when I just extend the median, it came till here. Am I right? So I can just name this point as E. It is your wish, whatever you want to know, you can just name it. Okay. Okay. So now I just named it as E. Now here also, when we just extend the line, here we have a point. So I am going to name it as N. Okay. Alright guys. So now in case if I say these both triangles, in case if I prove, so if these both triangles is similar, then I can say angle 2 is equal to angle 4. That is the meaning of similarity. So if we say something is similar, means we'll get this angle is equal to this angle. Am I right? So we will get something like that. So if I prove these both triangles are similar, then I'll get angle 2 is equal to angle 4. For that I am supposed to prove these angles also, these two triangles are similar. Okay, so I am supposed to show that triangle AEC is similar to triangle PNR. If I show triangle AEC is similar to triangle PNR, then I can say angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. Okay, so now, so since I am going to prove these two triangles are similar, let us check whether we have information to prove it is similar. Information means if you want to prove something is similar, we need information, right? For that also we are supposed to use the criterion. Am I right? For that I need information. So which type of information I'm going to be using? So I'm going to be using the same information mentioned in the question. Am I right? So that is, I'll write it here also, then only you'll understand. Okay. So what is that information? AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR is equal to AD by PM. This is that information mentioned in the question. I'll show. So this is the information mentioned in the question. Since they mentioned proportional, we got this information. Am I right? So if you want to prove these two triangle, this triangle and this whole triangle, okay, that is AEC. I am talking about the whole triangle. Here also I am talking about the whole triangle, that is PNR. If I want to prove it is similar, then I need information. So according to the question, they had mentioned the information. Is it, I'm going to be checking, is it lying on the triangle? So here I have AB by PQ. Am I right? So I'm going to be proving this whole triangle is similar to this whole triangle. Am I right? So AB by PQ. So AB is here, PQ is here. So since you guys know, I'm going to be proving this triangle, that is AEC and PN are similar. I don't have AB in this triangle. AB is somewhat far. So here also I don't have PQ in this triangle. PQ is somewhere else. So I can't use this one. Okay. But I can use AC. Why? Because AC is lying on this triangle and PR is also lying on the particular triangle what we are supposed to prove it is similar. And AD is right over here and PM is right over here. Okay. So one information is missing. We have two sides. We can, while proving it is similar, no, we got two sides value. Two sides information. Okay. So one information is missing. What is that information? So guys, remember, I'm just proving AEC is similar to, okay, if you guys are confused, I'll write it. So I'm going to be proving triangle AEC is similar to triangle PNR. Okay, I'm going to be proving this as similar now. Okay, that this triangle, whole triangle, okay, here also. So PNR. So for proving it is similar, I need information. So if I take the information from the question, I am sure that I won't be able to use this. Why? Because in these both triangles, no, this value is not lying at all. But I can use these two values, but one information is missing. So I have yes value. Am I right? So these both are sides. Am I right? So I have two information. I need one angle, otherwise I need one side. Why? Because there are only two criterions. That means, okay, there are 4 criterions, that is AA, and then we have yes and SAS. Okay. Okay, according to these two triangles, I am able to use these two values according to the question. For using this value, I have two side information. Okay, so either I will be able to use SSS or SAS, but I am sure that I won't be able to find angle in this particular triangle. Am I right? We are going to be proving angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So what is the point of proving AEC is similar to PNR? The point is angle 2 is equal to angle 4. That is what our aim is, right? Am I right? So that is what our aim is. That is angle 2 is equal to angle 4. That's why we are proving this whole triangle similar to this whole triangle. Am I right? So for that we need information. But I am sure that I can use two information for sides. So I am going to be using SS criteria. Okay. I am not going to be using SAS. Why? Why? Because it is really hard to find one angle. Okay. So the point of proving it is similar is we need one angle. We want to prove that angle 2 is equal. So I'll write it here. So what is the point of proving it is similar? Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. This is the main aim, guys. This is, if when I prove it is similar, no, I can say angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Then only I will be able to solve the question. Okay. So for proving angle 2 is equal to angle 4, I need information. I got two information value, that is yes. So either I will be able to, I should find one yes value, otherwise one angle value. I am sure that I won't be able to use SAS because it is really hard to find one angle. So I am going to be using yes criteria. Okay, so for that I need one more yes. Because we got two yes values. Now I am supposed to find one more yes value. So for finding one more yes value, I have only one choice. I can say AB is equal to EC, otherwise C, whatever it is. So AB is equal to C. I'm supposed to prove it like that. Okay, so here also if I prove PQ is equal to RN, then I will be able to say it is similar. For that we are supposed to say that AB is equal to EC, otherwise CE, and I'm supposed to show that PQ is equal to NR or RN. Okay, so I'm supposed to get these values. Am I right? So to get these values, what I'm supposed to do? Think, guys. So I'm supposed to prove these. So okay, these both triangles is congruent. Okay, so how to find AB is equal to CE? How to find AB is equal to CE? If I prove it is congruent, what is the meaning of congruent? When we prove something is congruent, then we'll get this side is equal to another one side. Okay, that is what is congruency. Am I right? So if I just prove these both as congruent, then I can say AB is equal to CE. So here also if I prove these both triangles as congruent, I can say PQ is equal to RN. So what is the point of finding PQ is equal to RN? Otherwise AB is equal to C. What is the use of proving it is congruent? Then only I will be able to use this value. Okay, then only I will be able to use this value for proving this whole triangle as similar. Okay, so now I'm going to be proving it is congruent. Okay, guys, now we came back to that point. Now we are going to be proving it is congruent. Why? Because if I prove congruent only, I will be able to use AB is equal to EC and PQ is equal to NR for proving this whole triangle is similar. Why are we proving this whole triangle is similar? Why? Because we need angle 2 is equal to angle 4. That's why we are using that's why we are proving it as similar. Okay, for proving it as similar, we need a value. Already we got two values, that is yes. We are finding one more yes. So for finding one more yes, no, I have only one option, that is AB is equal to CE and PQ is equal to RN. To find that AB is equal to CE and PQ is equal to RN, I am supposed to show proof for that also. So if I prove it is congruent only, then only I will be able to use it. Okay, so now my my aim is to prove it is congruent. So I am going to be taking in triangle, one second. Yeah, so in triangle ADB, so I am going to be taking it like that. Okay, then only I can say it is congruent. So in triangle ADB, okay, ADB and triangle EDC. Okay, so I am going to be taking these two triangles to prove it is congruent. Remember guys, I am going to prove it is congruent. Then I will be taking these two triangles. Okay, so since you guys know we are going to show these two triangles as congruent. So before doing that, we shall write the construction. Okay, because construction is also really important. We just drew these lines, right? We are supposed to write that also. Then only they'll give you mark. Okay, because it is really important. Because randomly if you just take a line and without writing anything, if you just take a line, no, there is no point of drawing that. Am I right? So we are supposed to write the construction. Okay, so now according to the construction, what did I write means produce AD and AD to E. Produce AD to E means, I will show you guys. So where is AD? So AD is here. I just extended the AD, am I right? So when I just extended the AD, so when I just extended it, here there was a point E, am I right? So produce AD to E means extend that AD to E. That is the meaning of it, such that AD is equal to D. So where is AD? So AD is equal to D. Okay, AD is equal to D. Why? Because here, do you guys think this is median? So how did I study means, here I have a median, right? This is a median for this particular triangle AEC. So for this particular triangle AEC, this is a median, right? So median means here a line which is passing through the triangle. So since this is a median, this is the base of that particular triangle, then AD is equal to D. Am I right? So here also same condition. So here we have PM. So when we just extend the PM, we got a point that is N. So since here also this is a median, then this is the base, then I can say PM is equal to MN. Am I right? That is what I wrote in the construction part. Why did I write construction? Why? Because they should know, right? Why did I draw that line? So that is the meaning of this construction. Okay, and then PM is equal to Mn. I told you guys PM is equal to Mn. Why? Because it is a medium, and join NR. So we just joined it. Okay, here also we just joined EC. Okay, so please do not forget to write this construction as well. Okay, so now we are going to be proving it is congruent. So for proving these both triangles is congruent, I am going to be taking in triangle ADB. I'll show you guys. Okay. Okay. So in triangle ADB and triangle triangle EDC. So these are the both triangles we are going to show it is congruent. So triangle ADB and triangle EDC. I am taking these two triangles. Okay. So since you guys know, I am going to show it is congruent. So what are the informations given in these two triangles? For proving it is congruent, so in triangle ADB, so this is the triangle ADB, so B is here, B, and in triangle EDC, in these both triangles, I can write AD is equal to D. I'll tell you guys why did I write that. Okay, so AD is equal to D. Why? Because by construction. So by construction. So write the full spelling of that. Okay, by construction. Okay, okay guys. So construction means this one. So here I wrote, right, that AD is equal to D. I just used it. Okay, we can just use it like that, no problem at all. Okay, just because we drew that construction line only, now we can say AD is equal to DE. So how I studied means, because this is the median, like that only I studied. Okay, okay guys, so AD is equal to D, and then I'll say why am I writing BD is equal to DC. So where is BD? So BD, so this is BD. So BD is equal to DC. Why? Why? Because here this is a median. Am I right? Since this is a median, now BD is equal to DC. Am I right? Median means we can say it is equal. That is BD is equal to DC. Likewise only, this was the median for this particular triangle AEC. Okay, so I can say AD is equal to DE. Likewise, I am going to be writing BD is equal to DC. Why? Because here there is a median. Because of this median only I can say BD is equal to DC. Okay, so since it is a median, I can write that AD is a median. Okay, okay guys, so now I can write angle ADB is equal to angle EDC. So where is, so you guys might be wondering how means, so here we have angle ADB, so right, ADB, so which is equal to angle EDC, so EDC. Am I right? So do you guys think that these both are vertically opposite angle? Of course. So we didn't just notice that in the first case. Am I right? So now we noticed it. Okay. So these both are vertically opposite angles. So you are supposed to look at each and single thing. So you are supposed to understand the triangle, figure properly. Okay. So when you just understand only, you will get to know, oh, this is an vertically opposite angle. Okay, you are supposed to find information in these two triangles. So in these triangles, now we are proving it is similar, right? So in these both triangles, this is an information, that is BD is equal to DC. This was also an information, that is AD is equal to DE. right? And likewise here these both triangles are vertically opposite angle. Am I right? So these both are vertically opposite angle. So that is angle ADB is equal to angle EDC. So we are not supposed to write triangle ADB is equal to triangle like that. We are not supposed to write. We are supposed to write angle. Okay, then only we can use the criterion. While using the criterion, how can we write triangle? That doesn't make any sense, right? So we are supposed to write angle. Okay, angle ADB is equal to angle EDC. So if I told I'm sorry guys, so in case if I told you guys that it is triangle ADB is equal to triangle EDC, I am literally sorry. Okay, so that might be a mistake. Okay, so please do not ever write triangle ADB is equal to triangle EDC. Why? Because while proving it as congruent or similar, while proving it is congruent and similar, you are not supposed to write triangle in this part, and we are supposed to write angle, otherwise we are supposed to write side. Okay, so in this question you are learning a lot, right? Yes, you are just learning new concept. It is really good one. That's why this is a good question. Okay, why angle ADB is equal to angle EDC? Why? Because vertically opposite angle. Okay, so that is the meaning of this. Okay guys, so now since I got two sides and one angle, I can say triangle ADB is similar or congruent. I told you guys that I'm proving it as congruent to triangle EDC. By which criterion? By SAS. Okay, by SAS criterion it is congruent. Okay, so what is the use of saying it is congruent? I told you guys, so we want to prove AEC is similar to triangle PENR. For proving it is similar, we got two side information, am I right? But we don't have another one side information, so we need a side information, am I right? For that, if I say AB is equal to CE, otherwise EC, so AB is equal to EC, otherwise CE. So if I get AB is equal to EC, then I will be able to prove it is similar. Okay, so in this triangle I am supposed to get AB is equal to EC, and in these two triangles I am supposed to get PQ is equal to NR. For to get that, we are supposed to prove it as congruent. So what is the use of proving it as congruent? When we just prove it as congruent only, we'll get this side is equal to that side. That is the meaning of congruent, right? So now likewise we got it. How means here we have AB and here we have EC. So AB is equal to EC. Okay, so now I got, I'm sorry guys, so now I got AB is equal to EC. Okay, so why did I get AB is equal to EC? Why? Just because I proved it as congruent. Okay, that is the main property, that is the main function of congruency. Okay, alright guys, so we just proved congruent only for these two triangles, am I right? So we are supposed to prove congruent for these two triangles. I put tick mark, right? For these two triangles also we are supposed to prove congruent separately. Okay guys, so now let us prove it as congruent for these two triangles. So since you guys know, I'm gonna be proving these both triangles as congruent. Why? Because I want PQ is equal to NR. Why do I want PQ is equal to NR? Then only I can say this whole triangle AEC is similar to triangle PNR. Why do we want to prove AEC is similar to PNR? Why? Because we want angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Why? Because we want to prove it in question. So according to the question, we are supposed to prove triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. For proving it as similar, we have side information, but we don't have an angle information, since we are going to be using SAS criterion. Okay, so since we don't have angle information, I just told you guys, in case if I take angle 2 is equal to angle 4, I would be able to use SAS criterion. For proving that SAS criteria, for using that SAS criteria, I need an angle. Okay, that's why I'm just proving these two triangle. That means triangle AEC is similar to triangle PNR. I am just proving it is similar. Why? Because I want angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, for that when I just checked it out, I don't have a sufficient information for that. Okay, well, so since you guys know, okay, so since you guys know, we got two side information, but we want one more side information. So here when we just proved these two triangles as congruent, I got AB is equal to EC. Am I right? Likewise, if I prove these two triangles as congruent, then I can say PQ is equal to NR. Am I right? So I am going to be taking triangle in triangle. So in which triangle? PQM. PQM and triangle. Which triangle? N or M. Okay. Okay, N or M. So in these both triangles. What are the information? So since you guys know, this is a median. Okay, I'll just draw it. Okay, so I'm just marking with red color. So this is a median. Okay, okay, so is this a median according to you guys? So, yeah, according to you guys, it is a median, right? So how did I learn? Means, so I didn't just learn this from somewhere else. Okay, I mean, if you just check it out in other websites as well, they won't say this is median. Okay, they didn't even mention it as median. But according to us means actually it is a median, right? Median means a line which is passing through a triangle. Here also in this triangle, they told that this is a median. Am I right? Then why can't this be a median? Of course, this is a median, right? So, but in other websites and all, you won't get this as median. Okay, okay. So just because this is a median, no, I can say PM is equal to MN. Okay. So if I write PM is equal to MN, what will be the reason? So I am going to be writing PM is equal to MN. What is the reason? So reason is by construction. So we did this in construction, right? Just because of the construction only we got the median, right? Okay, just because we did construction only this became as a median. So just because this became as a median, by which one it became as a median? Just because we did construction only it became as a median. Am I right? So just because of the construction only it became a median, and we can say PM is equal to MN. Okay, so now I can write QM is equal to MR. Now why am I writing QM? So QM is here and MR is here. So why? Because this is a median, of course. So according to the question they mentioned that PM is a median. Am I right? So since PM is a median, so remember this is very important topic. Okay, so whenever you have a median, then we can say this side is equal to another one side. That means QM is equal to MR. That is the meaning of median. Okay, that is the main benefit of having a median. So here QM is equal to MR. Why? Because of the median. Okay, so now so what is the reason? So what can I write here? So I can write PM is a median. Just because PM is a median only, I am able to say QM is equal to MR. Okay, all right. Okay guys, so now I got PM is a median. So now I can write triangle PMQ. Yeah, that will be correct. Yeah, not triangle guys, angle. Okay, so angle PMQ is equal to angle so here it is N, one second, yeah, so NMR. Okay, so it is an angle. Okay, don't get confused, it is angle not triangle, please guys. Okay, if I just committed a mistake, I am literally sorry. Okay, okay, so angle PMQ is equal to NMR. So here the middle value is M. Where is M? M is right over here. Am I right? So why is it equal? Why? Because vertically opposite angle. Am I right? So this is a vertically opposite angle. Am I right? That's why I just wrote PMQ. Angle PMQ is equal to angle NMR. Okay. So what is the reason? So the reason is vertically opposite angle. That is the reason. Okay. Okay. So that is the reason, vertically opposite angle. Then now I can say, now I got two sides and one angle. Then I can say, so I guess it is not visible. Okay. So I can say triangle PQM is congruent to triangle N or M. Am I right? I can say it is congruent. Why? Because I got two sides and one angle. By which criterion? By SAS. Now what is the use of proving it is congruent? Why? Because we want PQ is equal to NR. So PQ is here and NR is here. Am I right? Then I can say PQ is equal to NR. Okay. So if I want to write PQ is equal to NR, so we used to write by CPCT. Am I right? Why? Because whenever we prove something is congruent, if you want to abstract, so we are just abstracting the value, this value. Am I right? So while abstracting it, we usually write CPCT. Okay, only while proving it as congruent. Okay, I guess in these while proving these both triangles also, I guess we wrote CPCT. One second guys. Okay, so now since we got PQ is equal to NR, then I can say I can just solve this. Am I right? I can just solve it. So before solving it, I would like to show one thing. Okay, that is, so here when we just proved these two triangles, these two triangles is congruent. So here we just abstracted the values. Am I right? While abstracting the values, we didn't just write CPCT. Please, so you're supposed to write CPCT. Okay, by CPCT. Okay, how we wrote it right over here. Okay, so how we wrote it right over here, now we are supposed to write it there as well. Okay, now we did two things. We just proved it as congruent in both the triangles. Since we proved it as congruent, I am sure that I can use these two. Okay, so now I am going to be using those two values. Okay, so for what purpose I just proved it is congruent? For getting these values. Where am I going to use these values? For proving AEC is similar to triangle ANR. For proving these two big triangles. Okay, so this one, the whole entire triangle and this whole entire triangle. To prove those two triangles are similar only. Why? Why? Because the main target. So here target. So for what is the target? We want angle 2 is equal to angle 4. For that, we want values for proving it. Whenever we prove something is congruent, we need values, right? So just because we didn't have one side value, no, we just proved as congruent. Now we got side value. Am I right? So now we can say it is similar. Okay, so now I am going to be taking in triangle AEC and in triangle PNR. So since you guys know, I am going to be proving this is similar. Okay, so for that let us take in triangle. Okay, so I am going to be taking in triangle AEC and triangle PNR. So in these both triangles, so I can literally use this information. It was mentioned in the question, right? So I can literally use this information. Okay, so I am going to be using this information right now. So first I am going to be writing it as it is. Okay, so AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR. and AD by PM. Okay, so here now when you just look at the information, okay, first here when you just look at the information from the back wise, I mean don't just look at in this order, look at in the back order, okay, back wise. So like first let us look at this one and then this one and then this one, likewise we are going to be checking out. So first we have AD by PM. Why? Because we are supposed to check each and everything, okay, then only we can just say it is similar. Okay, first we have AD and PM. So AD and PM, but there is a question, I mean there is a twist right over here. So we just took triangle AEC and triangle PNR. Okay, so AEC, that is the whole triangle, but according to the question the information is AD by PM. Am I right? AD means only till here, the median it is still here, but we are using the whole triangle. So if you are using the whole triangle, then we need AE. Am I right? Then we need AE. So what we are supposed to do is, we are supposed to put 2. Here also I am going to be putting 2. Why? 2 means double of AD. Double of AD means, so here this is the AD. When you just double it, then we'll get AE. Am I right? So this is okay. So here I'm just doubling it, right? So this is AD. Okay, so if I just double it twice, okay, if I just double it, then I can write AE. That is the meaning of double. Okay, so whenever we need something, so we are just proving AEC, that is the whole complete triangle. But here according to the information we have only AD. We need AE. For just because we need AE, no, I am just doubling it. Why? Because what is the double of AD? Double of AD is AE. Okay, so that is the meaning of it. Okay, so and then here it is double of PM. Okay, so here this is the PM. Okay, what is the double of PM? Double of PM is PN. Why do I want PN? Why? Because we are using PNR. That is a whole complete triangle. So if you want whole complete triangle, that is PNR, then for this whole complete triangle the line is PN. Am I right? It is not PM. But according to the information here it is PM. Just because they mentioned PM only, we just wrote 2. Why? Because double of PM is PN. Okay, so concentrate. Okay, listen to all those letters I am saying right over here. That is PM. So PM, if I just double this PM, then I get PN. Of course, that is true. Okay, so that's why I am just doubling it. So in the next step, I am not going to be writing double of AD. I am going to be writing AE. Why? Because double of AD is AE. Okay, I hope you guys understood that. Okay, now here AC by PR. So AC is here and PR is here. So it is lying on the triangle AEC. So here also on the triangle PNR, no, PR is lying. So no worries at all. Okay, so this one is correct. And AB by PQ. Okay, AB, where is AB? So AB is on the other triangle. So AB is right over here. It is not lying on triangle AEC. Am I right? It is not lying on triangle AEC. It is lying on triangle ADB. Am I right? So it is lying right over here. AB is right over here, and PQ is also, it is somewhat far from that actual triangle. We are proving that AEC is similar to PNR. That is this triangle AEC and PNR. But the AB and PQ, no, it is somewhat far from the triangle. AB is here and PQ is here. Okay, so now there is a twist right over here as well. But don't worry guys, since we proved these both triangles as congruent, so these both triangles and these both triangles, just because we proved it as congruent, we got AB is equal to EC. Otherwise EC and CE both are same only, and PQ is equal to NR. How did we get this? Just because we proved it as congruent. Let me show that. Am I right? Just because we proved it as congruent only, we got PQ is equal to NR. And here also, just because we proved it as congruent only, we got AB is equal to EC, like here how I wrote. So why did I prove it as congruent? For actually I proved it as congruent for this similarity, for proving AEC is similar to PNR. Okay, so instead of AB I can write EC. Why? Because EC is on this triangle only, no, either in triangle AEC, And instead of writing PQ, no, I can write NR. Why? Because PQ is equal to NR. How did I get PQ is equal to NR? By proving it congruent. When we just proved these two triangles is congruent, no, I got PQ is equal to NR. That is the meaning of congruency. Okay, okay guys. So now since we got PQ is equal to NR, so in the place of PQ I can just substitute NR, and in the place of AB I can substitute EC. Okay, so let me just write it. So in the place of AB I am going to be substituting EC. EC by, in the place of PQ I am going to be writing NR, and is equal to AC by PR as it is. Okay, and then here double of AD. So double of AD means AE, right? So I told you guys double of double of this AD is AE. Okay, so AE by double of PM. PM is right over here, and double of PM is PN. So now I got three sides. Am I right? So then I can say triangle AEC is similar to triangle PNR. Alright guys. So finally we just got triangle AEC is similar to triangle PNR. By which criterion? By yes. Okay, and now I hope you guys know why did I prove congruency and all. Alright, why? Because for proving this AEC is similar to PNR, for proving this is similar, no, for me one side was missing. So just because I proved it as congruent only, I got these values. Now I substituted the values here. Am I right? I just substituted the values. Just because of that only I am able to prove it is similar by yes. Okay, now what is the main aim of proving it? The main aim is angle A. I mean, the main aim is, I am sorry guys, so the main aim is, so I just wrote target here, right? So the main target is angle 2 is equal to angle 4. It is lying on this angle A, and it is lying on this angle P. Okay, so no need to mention this and all, so we can just write directly like that angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, by why did we write angle 2 is equal to angle 4? Why? Because it is lying on A and P angle. Okay, so angle 2 is on the angle 2 is there, no, it is lying on angle A, and this in angle P, no, 4 is there. Am I right? 4 is lying on angle P. Okay, so that is the meaning of it. Okay, so I can just write it as equation number 1. Okay, there is a reason why I am writing it as equation number 1. Okay, similarly if I just write angle 2, one second, yeah, so if I write angle 2 is equal to angle 4, what about angle 1 and angle 3? Then I can say they both are also equal, right? Since we proved one angle, that is this angle 2 is equal to angle 4, then I can also say that angle, similarly I will write similarly angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Okay, so I can just take this as equation number 2. Why angle 1 is equal to angle 3? Why? Because now I proved that angle 2 is equal to angle 4 by proving this is similar. Okay, now I got angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Just because I got angle 2 is equal to angle 4, no, I can also say that angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Okay, alright, so now we just took it as equation number 1 and 2. So there is a reason, right, why I took it as equation number 1 and 2. So now I am going to be writing from equation number 1 and 2. So what is the point of what is the equation number 1? So equation number 1 is angle 2 is equal to angle 4, and equation number 2 is angle 1 is equal to angle 3. So from equation number 1 and 2, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Okay, I am just writing like this. I will explain. So why did I write angle 1 plus angle 2 and is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4? Why? Because so here I am just adding these two angles. Okay, that is angle 1 plus angle 2 and angle 3 plus angle 4 from equation number 1 and 2. Of course, you guys know what is the equation number 1. So this is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2. Okay. Okay. So what is the purpose of adding angle 1 plus angle 2? So where is angle 1 and 2? Angle 1 and 2 is here. When I just add these two angles, I get angle 4. Am I right? Sorry, I get angle A. So angle A. Am I right? So when I just add angle 1 plus angle 2, I get angle A. Okay. Why? Because this is the angle A is the whole angle, right? So this whole angle was divided into angle 1 and angle 2. So if I just add angle 1 plus angle 2, then I get angle A. Am I right? So I can just write angle A. So when I add angle 1 plus angle 2, I get angle A. So what if I add angle 3 plus angle 4? Same condition. So we have angle 3 and angle 4. So when I just add angle 3 and angle 4, I get the whole angle. Alright. So just because of the median only, it was divided as angle 3 and angle 4. Am I right? So now when I just add angle 3 plus angle 4, I get angle P. Of course. So if it is, yeah, now it is visible, right? Okay. So when I just add angle 3 plus angle 4, I get angle P. Okay. So I can write angle P. Okay. So now finally I got angle A is equal to angle P. Now what is the use of getting this angle A is equal to angle P? Now only we are getting into the main character. Okay. So according to the question, what we are supposed to prove? We totally forgot it, right? So we are supposed to prove that angle triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. This is what we are supposed to prove. Am I right? But I told you guys that I am going to be using SAS criterion. Right. So just because for using this SAS criterion, I have the side information, but I don't have the angle information. So what if I say angle 2 is equal to angle 4? Okay. So I just assume that if I prove angle 2 is equal to angle 4, then I will be able to use SAS criterion. Am I right? So just because of that, what we did? Just because of that, I just told you guys that just because of proving angle 2 is equal to angle 4, I just told you guys to prove AEC similar to PNR. If I prove these two triangles are similar, then I can say angle 2 is equal to angle 4. For proving that are similar, for us we had two sides, but we need one information for proving it is similar. Okay. For proving AEC is similar to triangle PNR, no, we got two sides value. Okay, but one value was missing. That was the side value. Okay, that was the side value was missing. Just because the side value is missing, no, we just proved these two triangles as congruent. Why did we prove these two triangles as congruent? Then only I will be able to get the side information, right? Likewise, I got the side information. After that, I proved it as similar by SSS criterion. Okay, by SSS criterion, I just proved it as similar. Then I got angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Then I told you guys, if angle 2 is equal to angle 4, can't angle 1 be equal to angle 3? Absolutely, it can be equal. So likewise, I proved it as equal. Then I just wrote from equation number 1. I just took them as equation number 1. And from equation number 1 and equation number 2, when I just compare it, so when I just add angle 1 plus angle 2, I get full angle, that is angle A, and when I just add angle 3 plus angle 4, I get angle P. So finally I got an angle. Okay, now I can just say, now I can just take in triangle ABC and triangle PQ, I can just take in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. In these both triangles, I can write AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR. Why am I writing these values? Why? Because it is mentioned in the question. Okay, so I am just using these two values. Okay, I'm just using these two values which was given in the question. In question they've told it is proportional, we got three values. I'm going to be using these two values. Okay, why am I not using AD and PM? Why? Because it is a median, so now it is not required. Okay, since we are taking the complete triangle, no, I'm not just taking this value because it is not considered right now. Okay, AD and PM are median, so I am not considering right now. Okay, that's why I just took these two values. How did I get these two values? From the question. Okay, so from the question I got these values, so I am going to be writing given. It was given in the question. Okay, guys, so since it was given in the question, I just wrote these values. Now I can write angle A is equal to angle P. Just now we got it, that's why. Okay, that's why I wrote angle A is equal to angle P. Okay, so if you want to write it, no, you can just say that just now we proved it. You can just write it like that, otherwise no need to write. Okay, why? Because they know, right? Now only we proved it, so no need to write. Okay, if you okay, so if you guys want to write something here, you can just write just proved above. Okay, otherwise if you don't want to write it, no, you can just leave it like that. Why? Because now only we proved it, so yeah, so no need to write. So just so now I got two sides and one angle, then I can say, I'll write it here, then I can say triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. By which criterion? By SAS. This was the criterion which disturbed this. Am I right? I mean, I'm trying to say that just because we didn't get this one angle, no, we just did few things. Am I right? We just did congruency, similarity, those things, and it was a little bit lengthy. Am I right? But don't worry guys, these things and all, it's gonna help in your examination. Okay, so it is really good. Since it was lengthy, it was a good question. Why am I saying it is a good question? Why? Because it was lengthy. So you guys might be wondering, how can I say that lengthy questions are really a good question? Why? Because you most probably know you used to face lengthy like these type of questions in exam. So it is really good to know, right? If you know this question before itself, then it will be easy for you guys to solve. Okay, so finally I proved it as similar. Okay, just because to prove it is similar, no, see guys how many things we have done. We proved it as congruent, and then we proved this complete big triangle is similar. What all things we did, right? But these things, no, it's really gonna help in our examination. Okay, so please guys, if you don't just understand, please watch it again. Okay, though the video was lengthy, don't just think that it is really hard. That's why the video was lengthy. Okay, actually it was, if you guys practice it again and again, no, it will be easy for you guys. Okay, guys, so finally we just showed that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Am I right? We just showed it as similar. Okay, so if I want to repeat, if you guys want me to repeat it again, let me just repeat it again. I'll just repeat it fast. Okay, so we got few values from the question. Why? Because in the question it was mentioned proportional, so we got few values. So according to the question, we are supposed to prove ABC is similar to triangle PQR. But for that, I am sure that I am going to be using SAS criterion. But we have two sides information, but we didn't have angle information. Just because we didn't have an angle information, no, I just told you guys that what if I take angle 2 is equal to angle 4. But randomly we can't just write that angle 2 is equal to angle 4. For that we need proof. For showing that proof, we did construction. Am I right? So where is the construction? Yeah. So we just did construction, then I just wrote the construction things and all. So after writing that construction, no, after doing the construction, I just found out that we are supposed to prove angle AEC. Okay, this one AEC and PNR. These two triangles, if I prove this whole complete triangle, big triangle, okay, if I prove it as similar, then I will get angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, so see here, if I prove it as similar, no, I will get angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, for proving it is similar we need values, right? So wait, yeah, I'll show you guys. So while proving it is similar we need like these values, right? So just because we didn't have value, that time we had two side information, but one side information was missing. Am I right? So what I did is I just told you guys in triangle ADB and triangle EDC, I just proved it as congruent. This also I proved it as congruent. Why? Why? Because then only I'll get a side information. Why? Because in this while proving this one as similar, no, I need a side information. Side. I just told you guys that I'm going to be using side criterion. For that I got two side information. Okay, I got it. Already I got it. But one side information I didn't just get it. Just because I didn't get that side information, no, I just proved it congruent. Now I got the side information. This was the side information. From congruency I got this value. Okay. So now since I got these values, no, I just proved it as similar, that is triangle AEC is similar to triangle PNR. Why? Because I got the values. Okay, so and then by yes, so here I just use that. Okay, I just use this side value right over here, and then I proved it as similar by yes, and now just because I proved it as similar, no, I got angle 2 is equal to angle 4 and angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Okay, I just took it as equation number 1 and 2. Okay, so when I just took it as equation number 1 and 2, then I wrote from equation number 1 and 2, when I just add both the angles, no, I get a complete angle, that is angle A, and here also when I just add angle 3 plus angle 4, I get a whole angle, that is angle P. Okay, so now since I got the angle value, what is the purpose of getting this angle? Why? Because actually according to the question we are supposed to prove triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Am I right? So for that I told you guys I am going to be using SAS. So here one angle was missing. Okay, so just because we need an angle information, no, finally we got the angle information. Am I right? So after getting the angle information, I wrote in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So from those two triangles, no, I just used the values. How did I use these values? Why? Because it was given in the question. In the question itself they showed it as proportional. Okay, then finally I used the value. Okay, that is angle A is equal to angle P. Why? Because we proved it. Am I right? And then I told triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. By which criterion? By SAS. Okay, this criterion only I just told you guys I'm going to be using it. Am I right? Okay, so here I just put the tick mark. Why? Because I told you guys that in the starting itself I told you I'm going to be using SAS criterion. Likewise we used it and finally we solved it. Okay, so though the video is pretty lengthy, no, I don't think this question was pretty hard. It was pretty easy if you just understand it properly. If you don't just understand, no, watch the video over and over again. Okay, so most of the guys, if they watch the video at once, they might understand. Why? Because they'll watch it with concentration. They won't be distracted by anything. Okay, so without any distraction, please watch that video, then only you'll understand it properly. Okay, so if you have any doubt, no, in this question, you can just comment it in comment section. I'll just clarify the doubt. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment section. Catch you in the next video. Bye.